Hi, I'm Timothy Fisher, and I wanted to give you a behind-the-scenes look at some of the culinary classes that we have here at the CIA. First off, we're going to check out our Culinary Fundamentals Kitchen. This is a Culinary Fundamentals Kitchen, which is one of the first kitchens that you'll be in here at the Culinary Institute of America. In this class, you'll focus on the fundamentals of what makes up good cooking. Everything from soup and stock production to precision knife cuts, as well as cooking techniques, things like searing, sauteing, braising, shallow poaching, deep frying, pan frying, and much more.
Today is day 19 and actually it's the first day we're starting putting a dinner plate together. You had 5 different components on a plate.
Yeah.
So that means you have to organize yourself properly so all 5 components come together at the same time. And today, what do you worry about? Getting things together?
Organization, chef.
Organization and?
Time.
Is it going to be a cold dish?
It's going to be a hot dish.
Hot dish. So you got your plate in the refrigerator?
No, chef. It's in the oven.
All right. So you're going to put your plate in the oven and then you finish all things at the same time like we did as a demo, right?
Chef.
Okay.
Right. There you have it, Culinary Fundamentals. Let's check out our next class. We're outside product knowledge, which is one of the lecture classes you'll take here at the Culinary. In here, you'll focus on various produce, vegetables, fruits, herbs, cheeses, looking at where they come from, flavor profiles. You'll see it, taste it, and even watch it be cooked. Outside of the kitchen, you'll be taking several lecture classes during your first year here at the Culinary. Classes such as Professionalism and Life Skills, where you'll focus on college coping mechanisms, study habits, resume writing, and how to effectively market yourself as a food service professional. Another class you'll take is Food Safety, where you'll focus on proper temperatures and food handling in the kitchen, as well as keeping food service operations clean and orderly. It culminates in the ServSafe certification, which is absolutely essential to any food service professional. First class of the second semester is Meat ID and Fabrication. This class is where you're really getting into what fabrication is, which is taking larger primal cuts and breaking them down into smaller workable portions. In this class, you'll be working with beef, chicken, veal, duck, pork, and lamb, producing for the entire school. This is the first class that culinary students enter after fundamentals. So what do students really need to be focusing on coming out of that environment into this one in order to be successful?
Knife skills.
Okay.
Knife skills. It's being able to hold the knife properly. It's being able to understand what a 1-inch cube looks like.
Yes.
Being able to read a ruler, okay, which is something we all take for granted. But coming into this class, especially out of fundamentals where they've had to make their knife trays and their juliennes and their cubes and their dice, coming in here, that just follows here. It's the same thing. We have a timeline that they have to follow. Where they present to us as if they were presenting a dish in their fundamentals class. It's really no different. It's just a raw product instead of a cooked product.
Awesome. Thanks, Chef.
Okay? All right.
So after meats class, you're going to enter fish class, and this is where you're still going to be fabricating and producing for the entire school, but now working completely and totally with fish. In here, you'll be learning how to identify over 100 different types of fish, working with and producing with them, doing various production cuts throughout the course of the class, as well as tasting at the end of each class. So Chef, fish class is known as being a difficult course. What would you tell future students to be successful in this course?
Food is more about just an ingredient. You know, learn where it's from, how is it used, what does it taste like, what's the consistency. And here I try to teach them where the fish swims, what it eats, that's going to affect the flavor. Where does it live? Who cooks it? What are the different cooking methods? But like building a house, if you don't learn it now, everything's going to crumble later.
It's great to know. Thanks, Chef.
You're welcome.
You finished your fabrication classes, and now you're heading into your first production kitchen, Modern Banquets. This is going to be the first time that you're serving other students. In this class, you'll be focusing on the 2 main styles of banquet service, that being buffet and plated. Let's go inside and meet the chef. So Chef, this is the first production kitchen students enter. They've been through fabrication, they've been through fundamentals, but now they're actually serving students. What would you tell them in order to be successful here?
Tim, I would tell them right off the bat is preparation is everything. What they've done in their prerequisite courses are going to make a difference when you're inside this class. Those first 3-4 days, they're trying to get acclimated to me, to the kitchen, to the production needs, but it all goes back to what they've learned previously. They got to be prepared. They got to have the recipes. They got to have their knives sharp. They got to be ready to go mentally with what's going on.
Absolutely, that's awesome, Chef. Thank you. So at this point, you've had a chance to work on your core skills and implement them in a banquet setting. Now, we're in an a la carte kitchen. We have a chance to implement it in a restaurant setting, producing dishes to order for fellow students. You'll work in various teams, producing different dishes during your time in this class, and you'll be working on preparing for your second term practical examination, which will happen at the end of the course.
Fire pickup, 1 roast beef. Table 1.
All right, Chef, so about how many covers are you going to be doing in this kitchen, and how long are you open for service?
Well, today we're going to do about 100 covers, and we're open for about 45 minutes.
100 covers in 45 minutes, that's busy. What's important for your students to really be successful in this class?
Consistency. Consistency with their plates, the plating, the numerous amount of covers we're doing, and then it all comes up looking alike, just alike.
Fantastic. A lot of good work going on in here.
Thank you.
The students we just met in the a la carte class are now behind me in this kitchen in their second term practical examination. They studied for this exam by preparing for 6 potential menu items. When they come in, they'll choose one at random, produce it in a certain amount of time, and then sit down with the chef and go over everything that they've done, from how they've worked, how clean, how professional they've been, and the overall taste and presentation of the dish. You passed your second term practical, and now you're entering the high volume production kitchen. In here, you're producing quality plated dishes for your fellow students. For half of the block, you'll either be in lunch or dinner service, doing 300 to 500 covers at a time. The other half of your time in this class will be spent doing breakfast service for all the students coming in to eat. All right, Chef, so this is the last class before students go out on externship. To you, what do they need to be the most successful both in this class and then when they head out towards externship?
One of the most successful traits that we try to impart in them is speed and accuracy together, along with efficiency, if you will. So they're taking this class, they're taking a lot of the skills they already know, the cooking skills, the knife skills, the teamwork skills, and they're putting them together in a high volume production. My job here is to get them to work at their optimum speed and efficiency and become valuable in that aspect.
Awesome, sounds great. You finished your first year at the culinary, and now it's time for some real-world experience. You're heading out on externship, where you're going to put the skills that you've just learned to the test, learn new ones, ask questions, and bring back new information and ideas to get ready for your second year.